happen? Likely not, I imagine.
Likely not, although there are murmurs about basically, I think there's space to get a consensus around members of Congress not trading on stocks, because there's a lot of sketchy stuff going on that front, and there are people on both sides of the aisle. But as long as if it's seen as aimed at Trump, it's not going to get anywhere with most Republicans. Look, I agree with Doug. I agree with everybody here. This is just really gross seeming and so unnecessary. The one place I disagree with Doug on this is that I actually think his crypto policies are terrible too.
Wow.
And that the idea of a strategic reserve of Bitcoin is ludicrous. It's this idea, it's sort of like the sovereign wealth fund stuff, but dumber. Insofar as we're come up with an alternative currency to the dollar when our entire economic system is based on the idea of us being the reserve currency for the world. And he says, well, let's come up with this other thing that there's no reason for the United States government to stockpile Bitcoins or any of this stuff. And so I think in some ways this is much better for political fights and all that kind of stuff. But the policy itself, I think, is ludicrous.
I will say not all of Donald Trump's policies are always well thought out. And on strategic reserve, I don't disagree. But clearly the previous administration was
They were
no
bad
crypto,
too. They were
no
bad
crypto
too.
at all, no crypto, none of the time. Obviously, he's opened the door to this in some ways that are good on policy. The personal on this is obviously not just bad optics, but bad practice.
But he's opened the door because he can personally benefit.